YouTube motherfucking doing this, your boy Neonzz. Today I am bringing you a brand new video. Today what I am going to be doing is my SummerSlam 2024 predictions, as the PLE is tomorrow night and I am looking excited for it. Safe to say this is one of the better cards that we've had of the year. We've got what, 7 matches, so a lot to get through, and you know, genuinely, like I say, I think a lot of these matches are great. Now I'm not going to drag this out too much because, like I said, there's 7 matches, take a wee bit through each one, so we're just going to jump straight into it. Starting with the Intercontinental Championship. Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker, round 2. Honestly, this match, I feel like it's pretty obvious. I feel like Braun has to win this one because, 1, I think Sami's reign, while it was decent, it's kind of hit a dead end, and 2, Braun needs this win. Braun needs to win for the simple fact of he's not doing much right now. This feud has been great, like Sami versus Braun, but I think it needs to come to an end to allow Sami to go and do other things, possibly jump back into the Bloodline storyline with Jay, hopefully. And I do believe it opens up the door to Braun versus Ilya for the Intercontinental Championship at Bash in Berlin. So that indicates to me that Braun will win, then we'll get him versus Ilya for the Intercontinental Championship at Bash in Berlin. So my pick is Braun Breaker to win the IC title. Bayley versus Nia Jax for the women's title. I was tossing and turning with this one because, 1, I just don't really want Nia as champion, I'm not gonna lie. With the way it's currently been, I feel like Bayley has run her course with the title. Like, while she hasn't had it for a long time, she's just not really doing much, and there's not many, like, I feel like there's more people for Bayley to compete against, but they just don't seem to be lining that up. Whereas with Nia Jax, you know, you've got the whole situation with Tiffany Stratton and the Money in the Bank, and I feel like you could bring out a lot more storylines with it. With that being said, though, you do have to consider, will Tiffany cash in? I don't think she will, because she'll just be getting a new briefcase, and I feel like she's going to want to carry that around for a while, so to instantly have her cash it in seems like a waste. So if I had to guess, I feel like this match will be back and forth to then Tiffany Stratton's music maybe hitting, causing distraction for Nia Jax to get the win, and then Nia and Tiffany stand in the ring, one holding the briefcase, one holding the title. That's how it'll end, and later down the line we will see that cash in. I don't know when, but I just don't think it'll be anytime soon. So my prediction is Nia Jax will leave SummerSlam as your women's champion. Logan Paul versus LA Knight for the United States title. Now this match is one of the better matches on the card, if you ask me. Anybody that knows me knows I'm a Logan Paul fan. I like him as the US champion. I want him to stay the US champion, so that obviously gives you who I want to win. So I have put him down as my pick to win. I feel like this will become like a trilogy sort of thing. I feel like they'll go for 3 events. Probably SummerSlam, Bash in Berlin, and then Bad Blood. I think they'll go all 3 events between them. Then you also add in the aspect of it being in Cleveland, Ohio. I feel like that's going to add a boost to it. Like, you're not going to want him to lose the title in his hometown. So I feel like they will have Logan win this one, and then maybe LA Knight wins the next one, and then they run it back one more time, and LA Knight will probably win that one as well. As to how he wins, I'm not too sure. I would say it's probably just going to be a normal pinfall. Maybe he's used the brass knuckles or some shit like that there. But my pick for this match is Logan Paul to beat LA Knight for the United States title and reclaim the gold. Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk. Now this match is the one match I don't know where it's going to go. Honestly, I don't have a real proper prediction to who I think will win this. On one side, I feel like Drew finally needs to get another win, because in reality, other than the Money in the Bank, Drew has done nothing, because obviously Punk has cost him everything. But on the other side, Punk hasn't won a match properly since he's come back. In fact, I don't think he's won a match. He's been in the Royal Rumble and got injured, so I don't think he's won a match at all. So to me, I feel like Punk needs this win at the same time. So both of them realistically need the win. And then you've also got that aspect of Seth Rollins as the referee. You know, Seth hates both of them. They both hate Seth. They both hate each other. The match really could just go any single possible way to where, like I said, I feel like it's impossible to call. Nonetheless, I do want to pick a winner, and if I'm going to go down the route of which one I feel like needs it more, I feel like Punk needs it more to sort of have that upper edge on Drew more. I feel like Punk having the upper edge is the better way of doing this storyline. It'll drive Drew more mad. And this will probably indicate Seth into the rivalry, I would say, because I think Drew will accuse Seth of costing him the match. And this will probably set to like a triple threat at some point, maybe a Bash in Berlin or Bad Blood. But my pick for Punk versus Drew is CM Punk. I hope he picks up the win. I'd like to see him get a win. Like I say, 2nd match back since coming back. he needs to kind of win. Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley, the women's world title. This might be one of my favorite storylines currently within the WWE because there's just so much happening with it, and there's so many possibilities to where this could go. You know, you could have Finn Balor being involved, you can have Priest, fucking JD, Carlito, Dom, Rhea, Liv. Like, that's what, 9 people involved? 8 people? 6? 7? I don't know. Maths is hard. But it's safe to say I think this rivalry is great because the whole injury prior to it, and now obviously coming back from injury to face for the title again. I have 2 possibilities for this match. One, both lead to the same winner, but one involves Finn Balor. I feel like Finn Balor is somehow going to cost... One of my routes that I feel like this match could go is down the route with Finn Balor, where I feel like Finn Balor is going to be the reason the Judgment Day essentially break up, and obviously JD will go with Finn, and I think that will lead to Liv joining them as a group, so that you've got them 3. Then you've got Rhea, Priest. As for Dom, God knows where Dom's going to go. But Dom is the route of round 2, where I think Dom costs Rhea this match. I think Liv is going to win no matter what. I think that she is going to manage to pick up the victory, but I think it's going to be at the hands of Dom. I think Dom is going to either inadvertently cost Rhea or purposely cost Rhea. Like, it could be a long building storyline where Liv and Dom are low-key loving life, or he's going to attempt to help Rhea and then cost her the match. So my pick for this match is going to be Liv Morgan to reclaim the world title. And like I said, I think it'll be at the hands of Dom. Damian Priest versus Gunther for the world heavyweight title. Now this match it started off really slow, but over the past couple of weeks they have built it up to be a match that I am actually really invested in, because I once again don't know where it could go. I feel like anything is possible with this match. Now, when I look at Gunther, I feel like he definitely deserves a world title match. I'm glad he's getting it. Don't get me wrong, I think the idea of randomly adding this to the King of the Ring as a victory thing was pointless. I don't see why they done that. They could have just had him dominate up till that and have him earn the world title match, but instead he just got handed it. But then you've got Damian Priest. Damian Priest's title run has been lackluster, to say the least. The worst being obviously the forgetting to kick the fuck out of the pinfall, or whatever the fuck happened in that situation. But nonetheless, he is still the champ, and I feel like he has somewhat earned more respect of people as the world champion as of late, and I am somewhat coming along to liking Damian Priest as the world champion. It's not been the worst thing, but like I say, his run has been sort of lackluster, and I think this match will be that match to hype that up though. Now, while I would love to say I think Gunther's going to win this, I personally don't. I feel like one of the 2 people have to lose the King of the Ring earned championship matches, and I've already said Nia is going to win, so I don't think Gunther's going to. I just feel like Gunther as the world champion will happen. I just don't think it needs to happen right now. But again, I sort of feel like they're going to go down this road of bringing it to Bash of Berlin, where maybe he gets another shot at Berlin. I do feel like the Judgment Day are going to play a part in this match. I don't know what, but I feel like it's definitely going to benefit Priest, but I also think this is where it's going to also help lead up to the Judgment Day breaking up, because obviously, as we know, Priest likes to try and do it on his own. So my prediction for this match is Damian Priest will retain the World Heavyweight Championship, and I think Gunther will get a rematch at Bash in Berlin. Which brings us to the final match, Solo Sikoa versus Cody Rhodes for the WWE Championship. Honestly, I don't really care about this match too much. It was somewhat of a pointless lead up, because you could have had the build up probably be a bit better, but it was just sort of random. Like, it didn't really make sense to how he ended up in the title picture. He was just there. So I do think that this match won't be great, but it won't be bad. You know, Solo's a good wrestler. I like Solo. I just don't understand how he ended up in the title picture already. With that being said though, Cody Rhodes' title defenses have been somewhat boring. I feel like he hasn't really had proper matches. The best one probably being AJ Styles, let's be real. But I do think there's better matches to come. Cody Rhodes will probably take the victory here, I would say. I don't see Solo hoisting the WWE Championship anytime soon. Do I think someone's going to return? I do think someone's going to return. I feel like a lot of people are hyping up the Roman return, which I'm not ruling out. I do think it possible, because they're sort of building it up with Solo going, oh, if Roman has an issue, you know, tell him to come get it. basically. But if I had to guess on a return, I would say it's going to be Jimmy Uso for definite. Maybe Paul Heyman with him. I'm not putting all my eggs into one basket saying that Roman will come back, because I just don't know if he will. I would like him back, but I just don't know if this is going to be the pay-per-view they'll do. With that being said, though, the Bloodline are definitely going to be involved in this match in more ways than one. It's always the way of the Bloodline. It's the way they work. So that leaves my pick up for the winner of this match being Cody Rhodes. And I do think, like I say, that Jimmy Uso at the least is going to return and cost Solo the match, maybe by attacking the Bloodline or something. But even then, numbers game doesn't make sense. So I don't know. But yeah, guys, that is my SummerSlam predictions. Obviously, SummerSlam is tomorrow night, but you know, throw down your predictions in the comments. And we'll see how you guys do. The boys have all got our predictions in. We've got our spreadsheet ready to see who's going to get the most points. But nonetheless, guys, I hope you guys enjoy SummerSlam. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, like I say, I will see y'all in the next one. Adios, and good luck with your predictions. Peace.